Hello cuties, it's me Pashra. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're an older subscriber, welcome back. Well, I'm back again with another hair video. The last one I did, which was the dummy braids, really went well. A lot of you really liked it and thank you so much. And this time I will be doing a hybrid braids,
or Zoe Kravitz inspired braids,
which is a half wave and braids. Okay, I'm super nervous and I really want this hair to turn out really great because all the hairstyle I've been doing after this iconic hairstyle that everyone really likes, I haven't really had so much success with my other hairstyles. So I really want this hairstyle to come out really good and I want to leave it for at least 2 months. Yeah. My hair is currently in a deep conditioner which I left overnight and I'm going to wash it off and then blow dry the hair. Let's get started.
Whatever they put in this conditioner, I love it so much because it makes my hair really soft, and the curls, I'm also going to add this all-in-one multi-benefit treatment. Honestly, it does so many things. It's a conditioner, it acts as a heat protectant for up to 230 degrees Celsius. I'm using a big tooth comb to help me detangle my hair for blow drying.
Hair is washed and blow dry, but before we start, we need to prep our extension.
These are the bundles I'll be using. This is color 4 and I got it from AliExpress. The hair is really not that full, honestly, so I would not really suggest buying it. The only thing I like about the bundle is the color and it doesn't shed. But I will still leave the link down in the description. And the bundles are all washed. I also got this human hair with no weft from AliExpress and it's also color 4. Now, this doesn't look like color 4, this looks like color 30. I panicked because this is not the color I wanted. I wanted dark brown, and when I wanted to buy a braiding hair, I couldn't find a braiding hair to match both colors. So instead, I decided to only get expression, which is the synthetic hair, to match the first bundle you saw, and I'll be using color 30 and 8.
To prep the braiding hair extension, I'm going to first determine what length I want to cut the braiding hair extension. The bundles are 22 inch. It's touching me right on my back. I need to cut the braiding hair either in threes or in halves, not sure. Okay, so this is the hair, and what I'm going to do to cut this in 3, I'm going to fold it in 1 and 2. So this is going to be 3, right? And you cut it like so. So now I have 1, and this half, I cut this. So now I've cut this in 3s, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other extension. So what I'm going to do next is to pre-stretch this.
To pre-stretch your hair, pretend like you're sorting out money. That's the only way I can describe this action.
I've stretched the extensions. I didn't stretch all the extensions because I want to see if these colors are going to match the bundles. Time to mix them up.
Honestly, it wasn't my idea to mix these colors up. It was the store staff.
I'll keep this aside. Maybe less of this color and more of the brown. Let's put this aside. Yeah,
I'm not joking. I was about to break down in the store when I found I couldn't find any braiding hair to match with the dark brown bundles. He told me to calm down and he helped me look for colors that can match with the dark brown bundles, and that's how we match color 30 and 8.
Okay, so I am done mixing the extension and it came out this way. This is the braiding hair, that is the weave. Okay, I think it matches actually. What I've done is I parted my hair in circles. This part is going to be the weave and I'm going to braid this section so I can style my hair in different ways. This is how much hair I left at the back. feel like I need more. I'm just going to part a little bit more. I don't really care if it's neat or not because it's going to be covered regardless. Let's just put this in a ponytail. And because my hair is canting in front, I'm going to leave out more hair in front rather than less hair. Let's braid. I'm going to do a middle pattern. And I forgot to mention that I took some of this advice from this lady here on TikTok. She said you should do your braids first before your weave. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, this is how far we've gone. I braided the back and this is how it's coming out to be. I really like the color actually. But when I put the weave, I just hope it comes out well.
So this is how the braid is done. I take a small section and I part it in half.
Cross it over, cross over, cross over.
Take one part of the extension and loop it into the other part of the extension and then braid it together with your hair. Once I have braided a little, I then take a little bit of the human hair and then attach it to the braiding hair. One strand of the human hair is braided while the other strand is out of the braiding hair. Does that make sense? Just watch what I'm doing and you understand. I sometimes use 2 or 3 human hair on each strand. I don't have enough, so I'm trying to manage. Also, I don't recommend you buying this human hair I'm attaching to the braiding hair because it sheds a lot. I feel like people don't really leave honest feedback on AliExpress, so I left feedback with the store so that when people want to buy it, they know that it sheds a lot, because if I knew, I wouldn't have bought this. Anyways, if you know me, you know I'll always be watching Korean drama while I do my hair. By the way, cuties, remember to press that subscribe button. Please help me reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of September. Thank you.
Hello. Update on my hair. So I'm done with the braiding. This is the front, that is the back. The hair really suits my skin tone. I absolutely love it. I was debating if I should still add one more line of braids, but I think I'm just going to leave it like this, and now I'm going to do the sew-in.
I'm going to use this old extension to cornrow my hair. It's long, so I'm going to cut that. This is my first time cornrowing a track, so I'm going to leave a link down in the description where I learned how to do it. Here, I'm just checking to see if the braid covers the weave. I thought then that it did, but now looking at it, it doesn't. So definitely add more braids first before you put in your bundles. Anyways, back to doing the tracks. Make sure you're using small extension. Don't use a lot of it, because I made a mistake feeding in a lot of extension. Make sure the extension is tiny. Now we are on the second row. Now pay attention to what I am doing. I'm braiding as normal. I'm filling in little extensions. Now this is how you make your tracks flat. You get the other strand of extension and attach it to the row you're currently braiding. So you keep doing the same thing until you're done.
Almost done braiding the tracks. Look, this place is bulky. I didn't realize I left this strand out, so I'm going to do things differently. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to join this one together with this one I haven't braided, and I will sew this one down like so. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to braid this together and kind of look for a space and crochet it in. Probably put it here like so. Put these braids in, close the hook, bring it out, and do it again for another one.
After that, I'm going to sew down the single strand that is left. So pass the needle through the cornrows like you would do when you crochet. When you're done, tie it and cut off these strands. I cut off mine because it was just too long. And this is the final results. This is what my tracks looks like. As you can see, it's slightly bumpy on the other side. That's because I used a lot of extension. So try to feed in as tiny extension as possible. Make sure you moisturize your scalp before putting in your bundles.
I am so nervous. Like, my heart is actually beating so fast.
I'm going to be honest, it was so uncomfortable doing this weave. This is the first time I've actually done a weave for myself. Like, you have to really get a good grip of the needle because it just kept slipping from my hands. I wasn't really sure if I should pass the needle through the cornrows or in between the cornrows, but I went through the scalp like you would do when you're doing a crochet braid. So once you sew, you tie it and move on to the next, and once you're done sewing each row, you cut it, because the lady on TikTok said that if you don't, your hair is going to be bulky.
I know I cut the bundles when I started the weave, but I decided not to cut it anymore. I decided to just flip it over. Okay, now I am heading towards the top there. I'm not going to fold it anymore. I'm just going to cut them because, as you can see by the side, this is slightly bulky. My hair's done. What do you think? God, I'm so scared. I don't think the back looks that good, but I tried my best. I don't know. Just checked with my sister to see if this is really bad. She said yes.
So I crochet in some braids. Honestly, I don't think it made any difference. I feel like if you're doing this, you need to put in more braids at the back before you conrow your tracks. So use the crochet pin to pass the braiding hair through your cornrows and then braid as normal. I did cut some hair from my bundles and attach it to my braids because I didn't have the other color of that human hair. As you can see, it doesn't really make any difference. If you're still with me, please remember to subscribe. I always get my sister to help me trim my hair, but I couldn't this time because she just came back from holiday and she was tired and I wasn't patient enough to wait. So I decided to do it myself and I didn't do a good job, as you can see. I added a hair mousse and a heat protectant because I would be dipping the braiding hair in hot water. I also added the bundles at the back and just comb it through. I didn't dip that in hot water. To avoid dipping it in hot water by mistake, I put it in a bun because I know I am so clumsy. Dip the braiding hair in hot water like you do when you do a knotless braid. I love this method because it just makes my hair flowy and less stiff. And also the dye of this extension stained my towel. Also, because I can't put my whole head in hot water, the part I couldn't put in hot water, I used a flannel and just, touch it up. I also used a heatless rod to curl my hair. You can get this on TikTok shop or on Amazon. You don't have to worry about your hair falling off because it has an inbuilt clip.
Money! I'm getting ready for work. Let's take this down. But before that, I'm doing a little bit of makeup.
I'm not really impressed with the curls if I'm being honest. I forgot to use an holding spray. This would have made the curls hold more in place. Anyways, this is the final look. I think it still suits me. It suits my skin tone. I love the colors. I know there's a situation going at the back, but I'm going to show myself grace. Now I know what to do the next time I do this hairstyle. If you know any brands that do good bundles and good human hair that doesn't shed, please leave them in the comment section. Okay, cuties, what do you think of my hair? Is it cute? Is there anything I can do to improve this? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Before you leave, check out this playlist here for outfit ideas and if you want more styling tips, and this one here if you want more makeup inspiration. I also have a playlist of vlogs, so don't forget to check that out. Bye.